Good morning 8th standard students. This is the sixth and last video of the lesson Saving the Gharial, and in this video we are going to learn some interesting fact about Gharial. So what is the international organization which is working to conserve Gharial? That is GCA. So the Gharial Conservation Alliance GCA is an international organization of individuals in a variety of disciplines who are dedicated to saving gharials from extinction and ensuring the establishment of sustainable wild population. Okay, so whenever anyone will ask the question that what is the international organization's name who is working to conserve the gharial, we can say GCA. Then the question is, can a gharial kill a human? So what the answer we should give? We should say the answer: the gharial or gavial inhabits the rivers of northern India and Nepal. It does not attack humans. Okay, so it does not attack humans, but apparently does feed on corpses set afloat in funeral ceremonies on the Ganga's river. Means the dead bodies which used to be burned, okay, at the bank of the river Ganga. So their part they used to eat, but they don't attack the human beings, those who are alive. So little bit shy nature we can say they used to have. Now the next question, how many gharials are left in the world? So the current data is 650. The best current estimate suggests that there are around 650 wild adult gharials left on earth, and 200 gharials we are having in our country. Okay, so but the population has become very less. So this is the serious time for everyone to do something so that we can save them. Now the next question, children, this is a very common question which used to be asked. What are gharials? Are they crocodiles? Are they alligators? Are they dinosaurs? No, the answer is gharial is none of these things. Gharial is completely a different amphibian who used to live on the land also, okay, and in the water also, and is known by the scientific name Gavialis gangeticus. Then the next question is, next topic is, gharials are most closely related to crocodiles as their closest relative. However, gharials are the only species in the Gabelidae family and sit on their own long branch of the crocodilian tree of life, which split from other crocodilians perhaps more than 40 million years ago. So they used to say that they used to have so many similarity with the crocodile, but they are different. This picture we can see of gharial. Okay, so gharials are pretty unique crocodilians having diverged from other more than 40 million years ago. It is estimated time period that 40 million years ago they changed. Second question, why do gharials have an odd looking snout? So gharials are highly specialized predators, and although their snout might appear odd to us, it is perfectly adapted to capture the gharial's favorite food, and that is fish. So which is looking odd to us, that is only their best part, and the best part is to get the food, and the food they can get with the help of their jaw, which is rimmed with so many teeth. When male gharials reach maturity, they develop a bulbous fleshy growth on the tip of their snout. It is from this ghara, the Hindi word for a type of round pot, that gharials came to have their name. So by this they used to attract their partners also, like this they are explaining. And third one, you see, how big are gharials? This question also used to be there. So they used to be typically 4 meter long. Gharials are one of the biggest species of crocodilians. Male gharials can reach up to 6 meter in length. Can you imagine how much the 6 meter used to be? Okay. Though they typically reach around 4 meters. So male gharials can reach up to 6 meter length. In this picture you can see, children, it is not proved that they are 6 meter in this picture, but we can guess that this is the gharial of 6 meter, right? Fourth question, are gharials good parents? The answer is gharials are perhaps the most dedicated parents of all reptiles. Females lay egg in the lots of nest close together and guard them from the river. When the eggs hatch, all of the hatching join together to form a large creche. The females and the males then guard this creche from predators. Predators means those who used to attack on these eggs. They used to eat, like hyenas, jackals, okay, in the water and on the banks of the river. At the first sign of danger, the hatching will rush to the safety of the nearest adult, often clambering onto their heads for protection. So they are very good parents, we can conclude this. So like this you can see, this is the sand part and so many eggs are hatching here. Excavated gharial nest in high sand bank in the Babai river at Dhanshui in the Bardia National Park. Okay. Then are gharial dangerous? This question is also asked so many times. So gharial might be incredibly protective parents, but they are not typically a danger to human. Gharials are very shy and will typically hide from humans. So I am repeating this line. Gharials are very shy and will typically hide from humans. However, there is a species of crocodile which shares the rivers with gharial, the mugger crocodile, which does occasionally attack humans. So the crocodiles generally they used to attack the humans, not the gharials, right? Sixth question, where do gharials live? Gharials were once widespread across South Asia from Pakistan to Myanmar. However, they now survive in several small fragmented and aging population in northern India and Nepal. So their habitat is shrinking, okay. And this picture you can see a gharial hatching in the Babai river at Dhanush in the Bardia National Park, and this is from Nepal, the neighbor country. Seventh question, are gharial facing extinction? So yes, this is true. This is very sad news. Sadly, gharials are listed as critically endangered by the IUCN registered list. This is one step from the species becoming extinct in the wild. The Zoological Society of London's Age of Existence program has identified the gharial as one of the world's 100 most evolutionary distinct and globally endangered reptiles. Okay, this means gharials are one of the most unique and threatened species on the planet, and their extinction would mean there is nothing like them left on Earth. Means we can say they are going to become extinct if the necessary things are not provided to them. Now the eighth question, why are gharials critically endangered? So because of dam, because of population, because of fishing, so many reasons. The damming and diversion of the rivers on which they depend threaten their habitat. The illegal extraction of sand from the river bank is destroying their nesting habitat. The depletion of fish numbers due to overfishing by human is a major threat, and gharial often died after being caught in fishing nets. So this you can see, gharial need intact river banks like this on which to nest. The place should be there where they can lay the eggs and hide them. Ninth question, children, we can see now. How many gharials are left in the world? So 650 wild gharials are left on Earth, and 98% we can say they declined in their population. What is being done to save gharial? So you can see that ZSL's Age of Existence program and the local JSL Nepal team are working across the country in an effort to conserve the two remaining national gharial population. And about India also we have discussed. Okay, like WWF is there, and about the international organization also we have discussed. So this you can see the picture, gharial hatching held by PhD researcher with age, and his name is Ashish Bashyal. You can see in the hand who is there, that is a gharial, right? So ZSL are working with local community to provide alternative livelihood to reduce competition for fish and persecution of gharials in the wild. The Gharial Ecology Project in India has also been working to conserve the large population of gharials in India for over a decade. Right. So these steps are being taken. Now you can see the face also of this person. He is a PhD student. So Ricky Gums is a PhD student with ZSL's Age of Existence program at Imperial College London, and his research focus on identifying the most unique and threatened species on the planet for conservation action, particularly those species with little or no conservation attention. So that type of species this gentleman he used to focus. So I hope that we have collected a lot of information about the gharial. So thank you for listening, children. May God bless you all. Have a good day.